Hello everybody, welcome to the official live cast of the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championship Group G Round 2 game between WillShoebox and Velihopea. These are the two playing coaches. I can tell you that Velihopea is from Finland, qualified through Arena Finals Season 8, and WillShoebox is from the United States of America and qualified through TABBL. Veli won the toss, chose to kick. With his Elven Union here, WillShoebox with his Norse gets to receive and gets to punch loads of L's and maybe get lucky. So not what I'd have done there, Velihopea. Interesting decision to kick. Because, you know, one of the ways you lose this game is by the Norse getting lucky and kicking your ass. Oh, he's blue and red and blue, isn't he? Very American. Very American. Maybe he's done that because he's American and he's red and blue. Who knows? Veli's gone for pink and yellow. There you go. Stacked block guard is quite nice, isn't it? He's done this weird thing of like not bothering the LOS much, but then also not defending against a blitz either, which is a bit weird, isn't it? Like he hasn't defended the blitz properly. Do you know what? Do you know what's interesting about defending blitz? I just thought about this. When you're defending a blitz, you can think of the actual line that it goes out on, can't you? So you could think about it's extra important to have like players in this area because that's where like the ball might go, right? I can't tell which is the center one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where the center circle is. So then you could think this diagonal is where the ball could land. So like this area here is the most important area to defend, isn't it, and stuff like that. So you can actually think about that. Go next level on your blitz defenses. But like you also just want to stop them breaking through, right? Like because it could go this direction, and it could go shorter, and it could go deep. Like you do want to stop them breaking through. But interesting that like extra stuff on this diagonal. Yeah, very very weird that he's not super defending against the blitz, but also he's minimizing his LOS hits. But then he got all knockdowns anyway, so no problem. They've both got an Apo and 3 rerolls, and then he's got leader as well, Velihopea. Only 2 dodge players is very weird, isn't it, for an elf team? Very weird for an elf team. WillShoebox gone the wrestle and dodge, which is why I did as somebody who doesn't play Norse, but then TJ Jackson and Jackson question mark. I know it's TJ Jackson. I don't know how I said that. TJ Jackson and Dave, or they both were like, no, double wrestling. You know, now that they've talked to me about it, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm down with that. Hello, Benbow Baggins. Hello, Big Burly Bob. You do, yeah, you do. How did it do? Perfect timing, Hyperbrain. Let me show you how the table stands. So Velihopea beat Starferret in his first game, and WillShoebox drew with Arzawain. So a win for Velihopea here will put him through. He'll definitely qualify him to the knockout stage. A loss for WillShoebox will not end his chances, but obviously will deal a significant blow. But I mean, draw versus Arzawain's a good result. Arzawain's a hell of a player, so you know. And now the whole thing of kicking, I think, is just wrong. Big Burly Bob. People do say about this defending with 11, but the thing is, the person who receives is more likely to dice your opponent, right? There is Smasher. Yes, there's lots of different things. So the all-in-one document by Breaky T is amazing. It's got links to all of my YouTube videos. It's got so you can watch any ones that you missed. It's got all the tables. It's got all the results. Everything. That's amazing. It's got all the details of the coaches and stuff. And then Nuffle XYZ has you know all the results of the games and stuff in as well. Like that Nuffle looks nicer, but like there's more information in the Breaky T spreadsheet. There you go. So yeah, it's the thing about kicking is, right, the team who receives can just get lucky and like make 2 or 3 cards right early doors, and then you're more likely to win. Like that's just how simple it is, right? And so the best way to beat anybody is by getting lucky, and like, you know, especially when the players are good. So, you know, like if you've got, for example, you know, myself versus Andy Davo, let's say, maybe that's like 55-45 for one of us. But if one makes, let's say it's 51-49. But then if somebody, like let's say Davo makes 2 cards on turn 1, now it's suddenly 60-40, or maybe even higher, right? Maybe 65-35. If I make 2 cards, maybe it's 65-35 for me. And so like, why would you just give that to, you know, more chances of that happening to your opponent? It doesn't make any sense, does it? So I do not like kicking for that reason. WillShoebox got a bit of the old brain freeze here. 50 seconds, done nothing. The old not standing up the LOS strat in full force. You can whack in 3 players to make a hit on the dodger, can't you, I guess, or come down the other side or whatever. He is putting in the guarders to get the hit on the dodger by the looks of it. Well, he's not blitzing with his Ulf, which is what I would have done. I mean, I would have blitzed with the Ulf. So he's not blitzing with the Ulf. This is dirty player, not tackle. So I feel like blitzing with your Ulf was the thing to do here.
Good evening, little wrestlers. What can I do for you?
Do you know, I've never seen any episodes of Scrubs. It's a complete lie. Don't know why I said that. Oh, he blitzed the wrestler. And had he blitzed the dodger, he'd have got the knockdown. I feel like blitzing the dodger was better, because then the non-dodge guy is left in contact, and, you know, it's harder for him to hit in the middle. So, there you go. Hello, Christopher B. I honestly don't remember any. I've seen obviously Scrubs before, but I don't. You know, I was never like a fan or anything, right? So like, I don't have any knowledge of the classic episodes or scenes or anything. Hello, Diamond. Good luck later today. Yeah, thanks, Christopher B. I couldn't believe they fixed the jugs bug like instantly. I would have liked my extra like 0.3% equity versus Chunter, but unfortunately they were on the ball and fixed it straight away. It is indeed no mighty blow Norse. Yeah, that is a choice, isn't it? He also didn't blitz with Frenzy, so yeah, a loss is huge, isn't it? A loss is really puts the pressure on for the rest of the tournament now. Super interesting. Everybody who lost their first game is like on the ropes, aren't they now? And even I feel on the ropes with a draw, right? Like a draw is nearly a loss, isn't it? So I feel very under pressure with getting that draw. And he gets a push, a plim plom push. And now like the Norse are getting bullied by the elves, aren't they? Which shouldn't really be happening. But there we go. There we are. Oh. Removal. I mean, he's got to up all this, hasn't he? Badly hurt. WillShoebox thinking to himself, why did I try to bully him? Just instantly gets punched back and removed. Go for the surf! Yep. Yeah, it's just hard. Like it's why I didn't do it versus the Amazons, right? It's why I didn't do it versus the Amazons. No surf, Salakis, no surf. Oh, is there? Yeah, I guess there is a surf, isn't there? I guess there is a surf on. Yeah, okay. Okay, there is a surf on. If he gets 4 pushes. But probably shouldn't. Yes, that was the problem. I need a lesson on penetration. That was the problem, right? Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. When people are like walling you off, it's just hard to break through. And then if you go in, you know, you're giving... If you're stepping into your opponent, you are like kind of giving them the... a chance to... I can't think of the word. Like take control of momentum, aren't you? That's it. That's basically what you're doing, because you're giving them the hits potentially. And then, so obviously, if you do that versus Zons, it's great if you make them dodge away from you. Obviously, then they can fail 1 in 9s and they can give you hits. But if like L's, right? L's can fail 1 in 6 dodges and give you more hits, or they can just punch you back and remove your blitzer. And like now, all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I have not got headway into the opposing half, and I'm down a player. So it's not easy at all. Oh, well, that's not how you make a surf. This is how you get your guy surf next turn. That was not good. Obviously, Veli's going to go to the sideline here. One of these 3 squares anyway. I think he'll go to the sideline. And then he'll go in and trap him. Okay, he won't. He'll get a pow. It's already set. Thank you very much, Jack Bull. Clever Jimothy. And gets a KO. So well worth his reroll there. Also, he's made a space to go push down this side if he wants. And yes, he must have, yeah, because that's otherwise you're just going to get surfed. It was a very high risk, moderate reward line to take. Ah, well, congratulations, Jack Bull and Mini Jack Bull. Glorious. He is pushing down here. He is pushing down. Young Bull. He doesn't have to foul this turn because he's got the oh. This looks like something could happen, doesn't it? First time in school history. Flip me. Hall Sith Trooper. He does go for the foul anyway. This is an absolutely unhinged foul. And end of the turn as well. Well, he just loses then. Nice knowing you, buddy. That was a weird thing to do, wasn't it? Did he not see this? This is weird. Like, surely this is too easy for Velihopea here. I guess there's some things. Yeah, so he does the blockless block because he's got the wrestle for the sack. And I guess he's going to put the guard in here. Because if he doesn't put the guard in, then it blocks his path, putting a normal assist in. He doesn't want to uphill it. This was just bizarre. I mean, obviously what he should have done was have the other guard here and then the dirty player there, right? So, or here or whatever. So he'd have had 2 guards so he couldn't hit anything and another player stopping the thing around the outside. But now he just set this up for him. He just set this up for him. Really weird. Oh, now he needs the knockdown though. So pretty lucky to get the knockdown. I mean, it did give him 2 dice, but maybe he thought he needed the knockdown anyway. So which he kind of did, right? So yeah, I guess it makes sense to do that. And now just an instant 2 dice on the ball. Wrestles him down. Into the crowd. That's what happens when you stand in Chun's column. And then the L's get the ball.
If you want to be part of Team Positive, then you've got to fucking suck it up.
And they can get a
Stop
screen.
bitching like a little baby and try and fucking play better, eh?
It's not over, is it? It's not over, but it's pretty good. Yeah, do the punch next. And then that gives you that lets you put the screen in so that you can fail the pickup. That was a real bad mistake from WillShoebox to leave that sack on. A meaty ball sack. And then goes a bit tighter because it doesn't need to go wide on the screen, does he? He could double rush away, but honestly, is it worth it? Maybe. Maybe he thinks it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush, rush. He's got a double rush. If you're going to do one, you should do the other one, really. Another one to here, and then he can't assist. Or he's a double rush anyway, and he's a lino. Yeah, he's got. So do the second because this guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double rush right for the assist. So you can't outrun the Valk, but you can outrun the assist from the Ulf, which is what he did. Well, I mean, you could say well played Velihopea spotting that, but I wouldn't expect any good player to not spot that. So, gets his guard a pound. Pound. Maybe he wants to like blitz with a Ulf and then put 2 players in front of him, but the problem is putting players on him isn't going to do anything. Stripping him isn't going to do anything. There's nothing really anything you can do here. Just wait to lose. Try and kill players, right? Go for serfs. Go for serfs, I guess. Do a dodge, come back, and surf the blitzer. That's probably what he should have done. Last reroll gone. Gets the strip. And now what? Okay, we'll catch it. I mean, that's the best thing that could have possibly happened. And now what? I guess you put that in there and punch him. Nope, fouls again. KO. One deep out. I think putting him in here and blocking him was like way better for like doing something right, because you could follow and you'd be constricting these guys a little bit and trapped him. But as it is now, it's interesting because obviously he wants to hit with this guy, right? But he could have hit him first, and that would get him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, but then it doesn't matter because he hasn't got that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rush. Hit him. He's got wrestle. He's probably got to do that, Veli, but he's got 4 rerolls. So doesn't blitz with a wrestle. I think that's a mistake. Personally. Unless he's going to 3-dice him somehow. That seems a big mistake because you can't take the both down now, right? Like you just literally couldn't take the both down. Catches the scatter. Not that good for him now. Now WillShoebox can blitz him, strip it, pick it up and score. That was very greedy from Veli, but it worked out great, of course. Because he gets the catch and then he gets to do this blitz and then he gets these 2 guys free and stuff. He could foul it, he's only taking 1 removal. He ain't fouling though. Turn 4 as well, so plenty of time. Nah, he ain't fouling. He's against Norse, right? Even no Mighty Blow, Norse can still remove a bunch of guys randomly. So he's got dirty play, hasn't he? So he's gonna foul it. Sent off, cast himself. But he doesn't get uphill stripped. With no rerolls from WillShoebox, I wouldn't be too cared about him uphilling, blitzing me and then rolling all the dice to score. But, you know, once you're playing the game, I'd have probably fouled him as well, you know? Like when you're in the game, like what's this? He's got an uphill strip. Because both down's no good. Because then he can't score, so he needs to uphill double 3+, and then he's got to like get a scatter that he can get the ball, and then he's got to like do like 4+ dodge, 4+ pickup, 3+ dodge. It's pretty low odds, isn't it? It's possible though, to be fair. Maybe it is worth the foul. It's definitely one of those that in the heat of the moment you just kind of automatically do the foul. But it's probably worth letting him try it. Because chances are it was going to be a push, and the ball was going to be in like 2 tackle zones or 3 tackle zones. or not be able to score at all. So but it's completely understandable to do the foul. I mean, chances are you don't get sent off, and you take away, you know, let's say you was 3% to score there, you take that away completely, don't you? Which is pretty good. I guess to run the flip away. Valkyries don't have jump up, it's like the one skill they don't have. Oh yeah, I don't think you should have done, Quincy. I thought the throw would have come inside. Way 3, 4, 5, 6. For me, the thrower would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's like in the Wenger bus, and instead of just getting blitzed here, right? He's the one of the obvious blitz targets anyway. It's weird, isn't it? The live games are good for the drama and that, but they last a long time, don't they? Like just watching somebody think in real time is a bit much sometimes. Maybe I should have kept this as a replay. Yeah, but you don't want a 30% knock down your sneaky git to do it, so no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't double rush, Quincy. You want a strong cage first and foremost, and then dodge off to foul last was correct. If you're going to foul, which is a very natural thing to do. Where's he going to sidestep to? Down? Maybe down, eh? Yeah. That's what I would have done. Now it gives you the blitz assist, and it gives him a 2+ dodge out afterwards. Well, hey, Steve. Yeah. The funny thing is, with that, after that fight, everybody knows exactly how Aspinall versus Jones would have gone, wasn't it? He was a filthy eye poker as well. Maybe he won't do this blitz. Maybe he'll just dodge him out because he wants to go deep as possible with this, doesn't he? So maybe he'll just dodge that out. So yeah, he goes there and then he just dodges out to here. That makes sense. And then he dodges one out for the back. No, he does do the blitz. Honestly, I don't think I would have bothered. Like, it's hard though, right? Because on 2 dice you could kill him. But also, you could like 1 in 9, then you haven't got this guy for the screen. So I just wouldn't have bothered doing the blitz there. Personally. I think just do the dodge. Get the screen. Do this dodge. Do this dodge. And then like, just don't bother with the... Well, I don't think he had to rush there. Where you go? Oh, Wotan. I guess there's an argument for not even dodging the thrower here. Yeah, because the thrower could just die, right? If you do the dodge. Whereas, like, what's he doing here? He's not doing much, is he? Whereas this guy could do a bit if he made his dodges through. So I think I like doing the 3-2 before the 2 there. I guess you could also argue he's going to like double rush with him afterwards as well. I know what it does, Quincy. But I just don't think it was worth it. Particularly. Because you could snake and die. And then it doesn't stop it. And you've got a dead elf. Like standing him there would make it an uphill, right? And uphill strips are pretty easy. But still. Up here. Question mark? Exclamation mark? You might go down. I think it's one of those two, isn't it? It's either up or down. No, not straight up. It's either diagonal up or diagonal down. For me. Oh no, yeah, straight up that stops him basing the ball, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, errata. Yeah, errata. The basing the ball is only 1 in 36, but better you don't have to make it, isn't it? And it does give him a potential blitz through on this oath. It did. So no straight up's a good shout. I need to think a little bit more than my side steps. Actually, I wrote it on my sheet. Just take a little bit more time to think about side steps. Because often I'll think about it for like 5 seconds and then do it. Whereas if I thought about it for, 20 seconds, I would have thought of a better square. Could just score here. Gives him 2 chances at his KOs. At the cost of an LOS. Dead. Now he wishes he did this dodge first. Argue the call works. Outrageous. No, it's not worth. Because you've got WillShoebox, you've got no rerolls left. I think he just scores. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good decision just to bang it in there. And then he fails both his KOs. And gives another LOS to the Norse. But he has scored on WillShoebox's drive, so He's looking very good for the win, isn't he? Even if he only gets 8 players for the second half. Oh, God. Lots of these bots lately in my Discord. Good morning, Pat Nets. Instant regret doing this one live, by the way. I could have just laid in bed for an hour and then done it as a replay. In retrospect, that's absolutely what I should have done. Well, don't worry, Niches Fenny. I won't do it. There is an absolutely insane backlog, and then there's an insane backlog, and obviously I'm really busy for the next couple of months anyway. So even if there wasn't an insane backlog, it wouldn't happen over the next 2 months. Yeah, I can rustle you that up in a minute. No problem. I can send you my Minecraft one if you want. Unfortunately, AI art came out and made the commission kind of pointless, didn't it? Whoa, hey. Nothing. Train a tree now. Big foul? Might as well, right? Like, you've got to get lucky at this point. He could also just... Oh, well, he can't now. He could have just fouled with this guy, right? He could have fouled with a non-dirty player, seeing as he's got the bench. Or he could have fouled with a pig. He could have just started with a pig and fouled with a pig. Instead, he's fouling with the dirty player. And he could have just been fouling with a pig and then be no loss possible. I think that's probably what he should have done. I think what he should have done there was just foul with a pig, and if he gets sent off, he doesn't mind. Because if he got his dirty player sent off for the second half, he wouldn't mind. He can still get a draw here, Mr. Shoebox. He can still get a draw. Okay, less likely now that both KOs came back. So Veli's decision to score on turn 7 seems brilliant now. So now there's 10 elves. So now it's really hard for WillShoebox, but you never know, right? You never know. It is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible. He's playing the pig on his defense. Is he leaving it blitzable? I mean, you should not be fielding a pig if you're leaving it blitzable. I think that's a completely reasonable take. To not field a pig if you're just going to let it get 3 diced instantly. Wow. By tackle. Block tackle is there to just instantly smash it to pieces. That is a decision, isn't it? And it's not just a decision, it's a terrible decision. Sorry, WillShoebox. Sorry. But it is. It just obviously is. It's just obviously a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Hello, Justician. Does that make me toxic? Does that make me a toxic elitist Blood Bowl wanker? I'm sorry, but you shouldn't just put your pig there. Like, if you're fielding a pig, you want to put it here in like a rule of 5. So it's within 3 squares of the guys who get knocked over in the LOS, right? That's a fair enough thing to do. Pick up the LOS, sure. But don't field it where it just gets blasted by tackle instantly. Timeout. Valley will be quite happy about that one, at less time that he has to stall. No way, he got the knockdown. Oh, and he got the AV break, surprising. And he got a removal. Wow, that's just bad luck, isn't it? Nothing at all WillShoebox could have done there. Absolutely diced. Well, he can go home, he can go back, tell everyone else at the tournament how unlucky he was in this game. Just one of those games, wasn't it? Just nothing you can do. That was weird. I don't know why he did that. That's really weird, isn't it? What a really, really weird player. And there's the 1 in 9. Which I guess he eats with only 3 rerolls now. No, he doesn't. So he's down to 2. I mean, it's a hard one, right? Because, oh my god. Because the difference is your guy getting knocked down or 3 of his getting knocked down, isn't it? So like it is a really good value reroll, right? It's your guy going down or his guy going down, then his guy going down, then his guy going down. So like it is literally 3 of his or 1 of yours. So it's a completely reasonable reroll to make. I just thought he wouldn't with only having 3 and not having much block on the team or not having much dodge on the team. So I just thought he would have held on to it. But then obviously he had to hold on to the second one. Which again, this was like another 3-player swing, right? He's getting knocked over instead of 2 of his opponents. And he's also getting fouled now as well with his dirty player. So that was a hell of a one to eat, the second one. It's actually worse, maybe even eating the second one than eating the first one. But he couldn't go to 1 reroll, could he? I feel like you should have just gone everyone in here, right? You just got to get lucky at this point. So push everything. Hope that you get lucky. Hate this blitz. I just absolutely hate the blitz, right? This guy could have blocked. So just block. Just blitz somebody else and block him. Blitz this guy. put like this Ulf there, this Ulf there, both Falks there or something.
No, I won't give
and then foul
in
this guy.
until I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
Glorious World Cup coverage, gotta be worth a sub.
Thank you very much, Benbow Baggins. Didn't do yours yesterday, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'll do it as a replay when there's like a lull between live games today. But thank you very much. Staying fantastic for 3/4 of a beaver pregnancy. Whoa. Also, like, he based in the front here and then just put this there. This could have been here, right? And then this guy could have then gone there. And you'd have had this guy totally bullied and having a 3-2 out. Instead, he can make a blitz here and then 2D this guy. He can actually, like, this guy can be actively punching instead of having to just run away. Because he's pushing up here. Well, nice Kaz, wasn't it? Didn't mention it because I don't think it really matters. But you know, it did happen and it does matter, right, to an extent. But the thing is, like, it does matter, right? It's one less player. The Kaz doesn't really matter, right? The KO is the same as the Kaz at this point, because if Veli scores, he's won. So the Kaz is the same as a KO for WillShoebox. He's got both of his Valks ready to do a strip. Yeah, the power cut, that I would have done the replay of yours last night, but yeah, because you did the restart, that made too much of a time between the second replay that I did and the end of your game and the start of the UFC, so it all conspired to be no? Well, that fails. Good turn though, isn't it? He's got a lot of stuff there. He's got a lot of stuff there. There's no potential strip. You just have to hit this guy because you can score, or at least like multiple base him. Oh my god, and look, this Ulf, all he did this turn was move one square. So if he'd started the Ulf there last turn, he could have, you know, blocked him free and then had an Ulf come all this way or something. But instead he just went one in. That's an awful waste of an Ulf winner, isn't it? Gets another 2D. Might re-roll this. I think he had to re-roll that. Legitimately, because if Veli can score, he will. And then he's 2-0 up and he's won. So it's a big problem. It's a big problem if you're WillShoebox. So yeah, obviously he sidesteps there. Still got 4 players, so he might be able to cover everything, but chances are it's going to be thin somewhere. And and chances are the elven onions will be able to make a good move next turn. I think this one almost has to go there, right? Maybe it doesn't. But like, now where do you go? Like if this Ulf had been there last turn, you could have punched this and you could have had the Ulf here, right? Which would have held the centre. But now he's not holding the centre at all. In fact, it's completely free to come through the centre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could just get a cage here, like a full cage here. Or he can carry on going down the sideline. Ultimate freedom to do whatever. It's funny, Benbo, your last second trip to Eurobowl, wasn't it? No, Quincy, he's got wrestle luck to blitz. Don't ever blockless block unless you have to. Rules of Blood Bowl. You know, sometimes you have to, right? Or, you know, sometimes it's really, really good too. Maybe not have to. Oh, look, he's caged exactly where I said he could make a full cage. I'm sure he didn't get that I'm sure he's not listening to get that. It was pretty obvious, wasn't it? There was just like nobody in the way. There just wasn't a player in the way. Whereas if he'd if this misposition of the Ulf the previous turn, and I mean also the other, like both turns, right? He did nothing, stood there, and then he just used a strength 4 movement 6 player who can rush to just lend an assist. So like both turns it was really bad for the Ulf. But yeah, if he'd been there before, he could have punched him, and then the Ulf could have been there, and then this would have been a lot harder to do. +5 dodge for the strip. Isn't even that bad, is it? Pretty bad, Pat Nets, because you could 1 in 36 the blitz and then have the ball exposed, and then bigger you could 1 in 9 the catch and then lose. Whereas this like delays the losing of the game, right? Like even if WillShoebox responds perfectly to this, whatever that perfect response is, you're still in the game afterwards, right? Like you still got probably 2s to roll. Whereas giving yourself a 3 to roll is not great. He could have just extended down the sideline. Could have just done a 2+ blitz and then like, you know, moved the ball up and like screened it down the sideline. That was pretty unlucky on it. Dub skulls there, and then doesn't get him. He gains, which will probably come back to here. No, it doesn't. So that does actually give this one a way into the hit the ball. Interestingly. I guess he wanted to keep the wrestler on, right? He wanted to keep the wrestler. Because I did as well. But then I thought, oh, actually going here to stop this is better. He could have just run back, yeah. But he can also run back later, right? Like he can run back later. This is the beauty of this. Like you can just do whatever he wants 1-0 up. Like this is the good thing about kicking, right? If he'd received, he would be having to score on turn 8. But now that he knows the situation, he can do whatever, right? He can pull back and turtle, or he can punch it in early. He knows that he's got complete freedom in his offense. Well, I think the play was to 5+ hit the ball, honestly. Because I can't see this being good enough. But you never know. Like, it's a decent enough turn. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having a go at him. But like, decent enough. I just never feel like these kind of safe turns are good enough to get it done. In these situations, your opponent will almost always find the answer. Oh god, did a rush. Don't know why. Don't know why I did that rush. But it cost him a reroll. Ball isn't based, is it? So you could just run back straight away with a screen of 2 without dice rolls. So he's probably thinking about that. He's probably thinking about blitzing this guy and going over here. He's probably thinking about going forward and scoring. So he's got a few things to weigh up in his pros and cons of, hasn't he? A few things to think about. He does just run back. I quite like the run back as a concept. Just the fact it can't fail, right, is pretty good. Yeah. The next thing you do might fail, and then WillShoebox would have a chance, but if it was the first thing you did doing any other plan, he'd have a much better chance, wouldn't he? So I do like the runaway first. I think I know what I'd do here. Let's see what Velihopea does. He's decided to roll a 1, a double 1. There we go, there was the snake. But it's not a killer, is it? So he could go for the strip, but obviously then nothing comes from it. Could go for the surf, but not much comes of it. This guy, can this guy hit the ball? He can, but it's not great. Yeah, he should have stood the elf up, yeah. Yep, it was pretty greedy, wanting a 2+ off at the end. He should have just stood it up. It did block this route through, which he might go for, right? Like it's 2 3s for a 1D. Doesn't go for it. Gets wrestled. He's going to foul him though, isn't he? He's going to flip and foul him. Oh, it was a double rush to hit. Also, it was 3 3s to hit him, so no, there wasn't really a hit on the ball. So actually, he didn't need to stand himself up to take a bunch at all. If it was 2 3s to hit the ball, I think standing up was good. But with it being 3 3s to hit the ball, I think you're fine staying down. Well, now things got a little trickier for Veli. Oh, a stun. Yes, he could have come here, couldn't he? That would have been all right, I think. Or like maybe even in, or maybe here. Oh, he does the handoff, of course, because of Nerves of Steel, opening a possibility that normally wouldn't be there. Interestingly, doesn't. Wait, oh no, because he hasn't got an assist. Errata. Now he's out and potatoey. A very starchy move. The wrestler is in range, as is the dodger. Maybe he should have stood in Chun's column. Funny, isn't it? You see, there are times when it is worth standing in Chun's column, because now he can get hit by a stripper. If he's been here, he'd have been immune to the stripper. Yeah, it's quite. I forget about Nerves of Steel, honestly. It is quite a nice thing that you can do things like that sometimes, isn't it? As onions. Berto P. The handoff was nice. I mean, it was a 2+, wasn't it? But this is not good. The fact that he's here is actively bad. Okay, well that saves him, doesn't it? That absolutely saves him, because that stops the Zerka coming through. And it stops this guy coming through, and it means he's probably now got to power the blodger to come through this way. So very lucky to fix it, Veli. Very lucky to fix it, because that was very open. Like, it's so much better to be here. mean, he can, but will he? Probably not. Nope. Guess he goes here. Oh, you know, he can go there, and then he's still got a screen. But then he can go around the outside. It's interesting, actually. This is an interesting one. He should take a bit of time here. He's got 3 minutes. He should work out the exact correct square, shouldn't he? So this does give another 2D on the ball, which isn't great, is it? I feel like here was better. Ugh. Now he can go there, but then he can follow. So is here the right square? Yeah. Now he has to follow. And then it's a 4-3 dodge. Which isn't that bad, is it? Yeah, I think that was better as well, says Tripper, yeah. Or he stays put. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? It's still a 4-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rush. No, this doesn't do anything. Sorry, WillShoebox, this doesn't do anything. Now he can go back to where he was and block that square, you know, apart from jumps. Yes, imagine if he'd fielded a lineman instead of a beer pig, or if he simply hadn't exposed the beer pig. Does the jump over and the double rush, but this, you know, this only gives him a 3% at stopping the score. So it's just way better on this blitz. He could have done a 4-3 dodge through and then 1D hit him. It's not enough. Not enough. Another jump. Uses last reroll. Fails. I mean, even if he had, it was still really easy souls, wasn't it? But it would have made him roll a few 2s instead of 1. Is it worth, like... No, because if he dodged this guy out... Well... It gives you an extra chance to fail, but it covers the dodge fail, doesn't it, by having a player next to the ball. So there's actually some... There's some value in dodging the other guy first. But of course it adds a failure state. And so it just does that. And there we go. That is GG barring insanity. Like a timeout into a one turn into greater defence. It's almost certainly a 2-0 win for Velihopea. Our old punter. But he's not out WillShoebox. He did draw versus Arzawayne, which is a good result. So he's still alive as far as the competition goes. And you know, he might get a 2-turn here, like he's still got to try for the 2-turn here because it helps his tiebreakers. He's got to keep his head in the game and try and get the 2-turn done. Don't say it's over. Poor. Bit rowdy. I can't do the idea at all, but it still makes me chuckle. No, not over until the beer. Timeout. So he can now do a 1-turn and then get the turnover for the draw. So did he set up for the 1-turn? No, but he could have done. He could get a 2-turn here and then get another timeout or a blitz. So there's still a chance. Just surf this sidestepper. Start with that. No. Well, you can pick it up and then pass it to this, can't you? And then catch it. Look, I'm always realistic. Yeah, they're fast, aren't they? 7. Pick it up, pass, catch. Run forward into this hole. Foul this guy. Complete the cage. A very easy touchdown. Basically guaranteed, isn't it? There we go. He has to go in here first, surely. And then you do the rush to foul from there. I guess it's an uphill anyway because of the guard. Possible, isn't it? It's possible, and you've got to play it to your outs. It's as simple as that. Makes the rush, makes the foul, but gets sent off. Wonderful timer bug. It makes you wonder if they know about this bug, because it's really bad when you commentate, like when you're spectating. And like, we had it obviously at both the other times we were in France. Like, surely they should fix this. This is so bad. It's been in since launch. Yeah, but like the things that are really bad when you're playing don't matter so much for spectating, right? Like do you know what I mean? Like when they're doing the World Championship, they want it to look good, don't they? And if somebody can't see whether his opponent's using dodge or not, it doesn't affect the cast, does it? Like, it would be better, obviously, if you could see if your opponent used dodge or not when you hit them. Like, that's functionality that we should have. But I feel like the things that affect the watching are the ones that should be fixed before the World Championship. So you can just block that out of the way, can't you? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rush. That's the easy way, and then there might be something better he can do, but at the very least it's a very easy clear into a single dodge score. Oh yeah. God, I was brain dead then. I am very tired. Well, it won't necessarily, right? Because you could bolt down. You could bolt down. But yes, 2 pushes. And he's gone. And there we go. Clever Jim. Blitz will not clear both L's. So it's, as I said, a dodge and a rush to score. Feels good to be right. Feels good to be right. He could leap, yeah, he probably should leap, right? It looks funnier. Oh, and he can double rush. Oh, what you do? Oh, okay, well, no, he couldn't double rush. I was thinking he was going to go here and he was going to double rush, but he thinks that this is more likely to get the score and affect his tiebreakers. Right, that's what he's thinking. This is more likely to get the score on the board and affect his tiebreakers. So, okay, but if you scored, then you could have got a timeout or a blitz and maybe got the draw, like a 1 in a million chance or whatever. Going for the loss, yeah. The touchdown difference doesn't matter. Nope. Well, there we go. I mean, I think Nuffle's going to give him not a touchdown. To be honest. Elf's gonna elf. Velihopea beat Star Ferret and WillShoebox drew versus Arzawayne. So with 2 wins, Velihopea does definitely now qualify to the round of 32 knockout stage. Knockout phase. Yes, Velihopea has qualified to the knockout phase. And turns out it was not more likely to score by making the sideline cage. He should have tried for the 3-2 to score. He's got a jump here, hasn't he? A jump over, and then a pick up, and then a dodge to score. So he might still get the touchdown. The consolation. Clears 1 tackle zone. So yep, it's a 4-4-3 to score. Oh wait, he's better off dodging, isn't he? Oh, that's so lame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rush. It's probably better to do it that way. How absolutely lame. Would have been so much cooler to do the jump, but he probably did the right thing there. Probably was right to dodge around. But yeah, there you go. The lame way punished. So yeah, Velihopea qualifies for the knockout phase. Congrats to him. Commiserations to WillShoebox, who loses this game. But he is not out of the running. He can you know, if results go his way, he can maybe win the last game and go through. But obviously losing without scoring isn't great for him. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.